So you want a distance lesson from somebody that knows exactly how to create distance. Well, you're in luck because I throw over 600 feet, I'm completely self-taught. I know what will help you guys get more distance out of your game. Let's get straight into it with this new boss. I don't know how it flies, but we'll see. This is the absolute #1 killer for so many people trying to throw as far as possible. So what is that? Well, it's tensing up when you throw. If I'm tensing my muscles, I'm gonna throw less far. It seems counterintuitive, but let's get into it. So, I was at a distance competition, the only one I haven't won. I threw 6 shots that went really badly. Furthest one was 470. I was trying to tense up, throw like Jasper Till, like throw as hard as possible. And I was like, whoa, what's going on? I was shanking them everywhere. They weren't coming out normally. And I remembered something that can help put like the uncertainty completely to bed when you know this. This is important so you don't go round and round in circles. You really get the information so that you don't need to get it again. You need to relax. I relaxed and then I threw 70 feet further. I got stopped by the tree line. We both did, me and this other guy. I threw 517 into the trees, into a headwind. It got hit by the trees and stopped. Usually, I can throw further than that, but I was tensing up when I was throwing. So, reasons why you should not tense up. This is gonna go low, slightly high. It's another new disc. I don't know how it flies, but just low so I can show that I can do multiple different angles. That's well over 500 feet, complete laser beam. Let's crank on a halo boss in a second. So, why I should stay relaxed is my muscles are elastic, right? My muscles work largely in pairs, but they work in something called the stretch shortening cycle. It's just a way to describe how they work. Your muscles, after extending, experience a rapid contraction, right? This is when they're most powerful, they're elastic. People talk about whip, but when you're looking at full power throws, your muscles, let's say you look at javelin, right? Or baseball, you experience this, this lengthening of the muscles before the rapid contraction, right? Your muscles also work from the ground up. You have kinetic chains, right? Where the ground is the end kinetic chain. This is why you get power through the ground, because it's the end of the kinetic chain. You mix that with gravity, right? My muscles need to be relaxed because what happens is when you're tensed up, you lose the kinetic chain. Your muscles act to stabilize when they're tensed, whereas your muscles act relaxed when they're relaxed. They are actually faster, because when you stabilize, you reduce the ability of the muscles to be elastic. You also, let's say I tense my arm, I tense the other muscle in the, let's say in the antagonistic pair in terms of just in my arm, as an example. And let's say I want to pull, like tense my bicep, I actually tense with my tricep too if I tense up my arm. And this means that it's pulling against the elasticity of the bicep, and it's just acting stable. This is good for high power activities like, well, this is good for things like deadlifts, because you need the muscles to be stable, you need to get maximum output. But actually, the muscles, because they're elastic, your muscles, you've got to remember that they're elastic, right? They work when you're relaxed, they work faster, and the fast twitch element itself is that elasticity, right? Whereas if I don't have that elasticity if I'm tensed up. And so you need them, you need to be working in conjunction of your whole body. So you have to remain completely relaxed, because otherwise it stabilizes this kinetic chain, and it's good for slow power production, but not fast power production. You're looking at getting fast muscles. This is why you need to train for power, but you really, really need to stay relaxed because it allows your body to flow, right? It allows your body to be elastic, for those muscles to work together in the whole body, right? If there's tensing in any part of the body, obviously you're not like completely floppy, you're purposeful, but you are relaxed as possible. And then this is how you generate power, because then when you get into the correct positions, you'll be able to feel the acceleration, which you can't do if you're fully tensed. What you do if you're fully tensed is you isolate the muscles too, right? So you're just pulling through with your arm. You essentially just negate the rest of your body working. It puts your timing out, it puts your speed out, it puts everything out. What you need to do is throw like you're super relaxed, right? But you'll be able to feel the acceleration a lot better. This is how because you're going where your body wants to go, you will be a lot more accurate, right? It may be something that you're not used to, maybe you're released slightly further left, but you need to stay relaxed. You need to hammer that point home that every throw is completely relaxed. You look at the target, you let your muscle memory occur. Maybe you'll grip the disc a little bit tighter than usual because now you're putting on a lot more force, but everything needs to stay relaxed, even the wrist. The wrist naturally will curl. If your wrist is like forced like this and doesn't curl, you manually do it, you're breaking part of the whole body system to propel this disc. Everything needs to be relaxed because everything works in conjunction. It works in terms of levers. Like you generate power with the ground, and you have this is why you shouldn't tense the core, because you have the hip, like the hips are moving before the upper body's moving, and you have this tension carried through in the core. You got to think reach back is all the extension of largely most of the muscles that then will contract and whip the disc through. Whip the disc is maybe not the best terminology, but you need to transfer the energy up through your body. And the way that energy gets transferred is by your muscles working together in a system that is relaxed. This is why the furthest throwers look like they're throwing so relaxed. Like you look at, I don't know, Corradale, he's throwing super relaxed. You never, like you may look aggressive, like AB may look aggressive, but you couldn't copy AB and be extremely tensed up. It's not going to happen. You have to be relaxed, but obviously you're going to be purposeful in how you throw. Here's a little boss. Halo boss. I'm going to throw it on a little bit of a flex. Right? And I threw it where I wanted it to. I'm not even going to try throwing with a tensed body because it's actually more likely to make me injured. Believe it or not, it's more likely. It produces it produces a lot of strain because you're fighting often against the rest of your body's movements, and then boom, you don't have the you're putting tons of strain on your tendons, tons of strain on your muscles. Your body can't work as a system. Your body is really hoping to work as a system. Let me just get another disc quickly. So the difference between a lot of amateurs, a lot of pros, is the amateurs are trying to force these positions. They're not allowing them to be smooth in this muscle memory for them to go where they want to go. You'll see a lot often if you're learning it for the first time too, but you're trying to get in these positions, right? And you're trying to get in each individual point in the right place, which is fair for getting yourself in the right place, but you need to be relaxed. You need to be smooth. I throw way better, more accurately, even on shorter distances, right? When I'm just super smooth, like I'm not like loose, like whoa, like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. I'm completely directing where the disc needs to go. But you'll see that difference with the pros. They all look smooth. You can choose to be smooth. You can say, I'm going to be smooth right now. Your words exactly determine like what you do. If you say, I'm going to be smooth, then you're going to be super smooth, right? You're going to be chilled, you're going to be relaxed, and that's super key. You watch the pros, they all do this. Well, just be smooth in your form too. Stay on the same planes, right? Learn how your body works and let your body work how it wants to be. And you'll probably gain a few feet and a lot of accuracy. I was watching a distance comp, nice guy, throwing forehands, and he hasn't been playing for too long. He throws pretty far forehands usually, but he was trying to yank on the forehands and fully tense up his body and exactly like put out as much force as possible. They were going nose up, they were going highs around highs, they were going nowhere. They were going like 300 something feet, something you could throw like 65% like chill, and you'd probably get just as far. 70% you get past him, and he's throwing full essence of his body, but he's not actually listening to how his body works. You've got to remember this stretch shortening cycle and how the body works. Your muscles are elastic, right? You have to remember your muscles are elastic. Your body works as a system with all your muscles working together, interacting with the ground. So you need to use all of your muscles in the throw because each of them have a part to play. If you don't use something, then it's holding something back. Like if you just held your arm here, right? Sure, you may not get in the wrong position, but you're not using the body to its full effect. Using this left side of the back, you need to use your body, use all the muscles you have available to you. And that has been everything from me. Let me know how it goes for you guys. Get into the field and just throw purposeful, but throw relaxed until you get into this reach back, and then you start accelerating and your body will naturally begin to accelerate. It's okay if it goes in a different direction, but find out if there are any points in your game where you start to become tense, and usually you won't throw well. It's why everything feels so good when you're just relaxed, you're having fun and you're chill and you throw, and then another time you're tensed up and you're like, wow, why can't I throw in this direction? And then nothing goes well. Often, a few deep breaths to relax yourself. Say, I'm relaxed, this is going to be an amazing throw. This is going to go exactly where I want, and you'll get exactly where you want to be. Let your body go where it wants to go, and you will gain some feet to your throw. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in another one soon. That is a stable disc. That's one that Barsby gave me. That destroyer is crazy. I gave one away in a whatnot, which was stupid because that's ridiculously good. I only have the other one he gave me and this one. So I'm gonna throw this one as hard as I can. Well, as hard as I can means still staying relaxed, but then I'm gonna throw this lefty. It's still overstable, but I'll give it a go, see if I can follow my tips. Oh my gosh. I was a fool for, these are the Star Destroyers. I was a fool for giving one away. Luckily I still have one. Okay. So you just have to stay relaxed and you'll be good. Well, would you look at that? That's a Halo boss right there. Whipped lefty. Felt awful because I haven't done it in a few days on that on those practice swings, but I was just super relaxed. That's what you got to do. You got to extrapolate. You got to go, okay, what are the pros doing, bro? They're throwing more relaxed than you, I promise. See you guys.